Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. It is the 21st of January. And I know that on days that you get me on the radio, you don't expect to have a live video in the evening because it's usually very tiring. But a lot of things are happening, and I love having conversations where the end of the sentence, you all know me by now, rhyme with the last sentence before it. So all the ings and ings and ings. I love talking like that. It shows the ability to manage what you're about to say while you're saying. It's a skill. And I'm proud to have that skill. Anyway, things are happening in the country and we need to record them for posterity. We need to be able to return to the scene of the crime, as it were, and say that this happened on the 21st of January 2019. They can't hide no more. The 9-day wonder bullshit gone. It gone. The Progressive Empowerment Party erased that. We talking fact. We talking remember this happened. And while we waiting to build up the audience tonight, somebody sent me such a beautiful calypso. When I wasn't sure if I was doing a live video, after I hear this song, I say I have to do a live video. And as soon as those numbers cross 100, I'm going to play that video for you. Because that song is a beautiful and amazing. Robin Pascal, thank you very much. And to all of you who send me songs to play and send me music. I mean, Robin said, heard this calypso and had to send it to you. That resonates with me. That resonates with me because it says to me that you understand the mission that we are on, the road that we are on. I just want to check to see who our Wi-Fi is coming. Good. We have Flow, Digicel, and B-Mobile, believe it or not, just in case to cover all bases when they're interfering with our broadcast, yeah? So, let me build up that audience tonight, share the video, and let everybody know we're here. I want you to hear this song, and I'm going to share the link to this song in the live video. Send this viral. Banjela, bring it back. Listen to the lyrics in this song. This is why we do what we do.
Every day I sit and wonder how this sweet island gets so bitter. No salary but cost of living gets higher. We inhumane behavior, things don't turn upside down. Smiling faces becomes a frown.
That's the whole mission. Bring it back.
Like it's blood and crime take over. The rich are all feeling the pressure. People die like flies, yet we fight. What would it take for us to unite? Look how we children them going astray, and the poor hold on to faith each day. So all who hear my message and playing dumb, many go pay in time to come. So all the innocent lives they taking, the mind and the souls they corrupting. Everything has a price to pay on a great, great judgment day. Sweet tea and tea, land of the milk and honey, sweet family, the way that it used to be. Like long ago, what was mine was yours. Peace and harmony, my red, white and black country.
That's the whole mission. Let's sing it back. That's the Progressive Empowerment Party. That's our full ideology.
Dear God, I lift up this island. I place my situation in your hand. You can create and you can destroy. Please turn our sorrows into joy. Forgive us, Father, we have sinned. Turn back the sorrow, Lord, I'm pleading. Change the hearts of the wicked ones. Guide and protect all your daughters and sons. Through this perilous times, I know with you on board, blessings will flow. TNT will again arise. Through the sweet, sweet paradise. Bring it sweet TNT. Land of the milk and honey. Sweet family, the way that it used to be. Like long ago, what was mine was yours too. Peace and harmony, my red, white and black country. Bring it back, I say. Bring it back, I say. Bring it back, I say. When it take a village to grow a child, and all we do was smile. Bring the country back, I say. When we eat from the same pot, we drink from the same cup.
Kaiso!
My red, white and black country. When we look out for each other, we were all brothers keepers. My red, white and black country. Sweet family. My red, white and black country.
I ring the last note out of that song. I played that on loop tonight. When this show done, when this video done, and I have work to do, I played that till I know every word. Till I know every word. Kaiso, Kaiso Banjala, Kaiso. I want to meet Banjala. I want to shake that person's hand. Kaiso, Kaiso, Kaiso. Bring it back, my red, white, and black country. That is the mission. If that is not your mission, what are you doing in Trinidad still? Take up a collection and dust it. The rest of us who trying to fix it, don't put obstacles in the path. A man who came to his first PEP event on Saturday night, who came to the opening of the South Office and our celebration of our 2nd anniversary. He said to me tonight, I am amazed the way you all operate. Everybody is family. Everybody, nobody have ears. Nobody can talk to, nobody is there, nobody that can't talk to. Everybody is just one. He said, I can't believe that still exists in Trinidad and Tobago. From the top down, everybody just normal. Bring it back. Bring it back. Hey, come now, man. Bring it back. Take out this again now. Some of them rich late. Some of them rich late. Take that. Take the first verse again.
Every day I sit and wonder how this sweet island gets so bitter. Low salary but cost of living gets higher. We inhumane behavior, things don't turn upside down. Smiling faces becomes a frown. Against the law, we now live in fear. People no longer seems to care. My heart is filled with pain and agony. I see a man begging for mercy. They rub him and they shoot up me body. I can't take no more. I pray for we safely. Sweetie auntie, bring it back. Land of the milk and honey, bring it back. Sweet family, the way that it used to be. Like long ago, what was mine was yours too.
Stick up in. That is one of the best calypsos I have heard in a long. I tell you, that song touch places I haven't felt any like that. You know, when you hear a song and every word you say, I feel that word. I feel that word. I feel it. Bring it back. Bring it back. You have a whole generation grew up in Trinidad and Tobago not knowing what sweet TNT we talk about is. Up to when I was, I guess, 10, 11, 12, I didn't know what burglar profile was. I didn't know what wrought iron was. I didn't know what it was for. Didn't understand it. Our house was a wooden door, wooden and glass. We lived 35 O'Connor Street, Woodbrook. It was a 2-story house built in the Ajupa style. And it was like everybody else in the days, jalousies on either side of the doors and windows, so you could have ventilation. As a jalousie is small wooden louvers on the sides of the windows, and it's just wooden and glass, and you have a chain to pull and a bolt in the bottom, and that's your door and that's your window. The window and the door is the same thing. And when we going out, you used to have a ring at the bottom of the chain that you pull the door. When we were going out, this is no lie, our house had no locks. When we were going out, we used to hold the chain through the door, push the door in, let it close, and the chain hanging outside. So when you come home, you're pulling the chain from outside. So anybody can walk in our yard and walk in our house, but it was Woodbrook, and there was nothing to worry about where that was concerned. People are coming in your yard and come in your house. That was madness. Our porch, what we used to call the gallery, ran 2 sides of the house, big and open, real nice flat level top of the walls. So that was like seats. When you're lineman, the best seats in the house is to sit down on the top flat wall on the gallery. And one year we went to Tobago. When we came back, Daddy was the first person inside the house. When he come back out, meet all of us in our exuberance because we reach back home. Stay outside here, don't touch nothing. Somebody break in the house. And that was a new concept to all of us. This was the first time we were having that concept to address. Not like we've heard other people's house get break. We never heard it before. Somebody came into our house for what? What they were doing in our house. It didn't make sense. It didn't compute. And police came, and there was a whole lot of new experiences. Police in your house, and somebody came with a big brush and some black powder and make a mess on every door. And while police talking to mommy and police talking to daddy and police all over the house looking around, one police officer with a notebook pushed one of the 3 windows that we had in the TV room, and he said, it looked like they come through here. He said, it looked like come through here. So they asked my mother what missing. Well, they took her jewelry box with whatever jewelry she had, and at this and that, my mother was a master Johnson's baby powder piggy bank maker. And she used to be filling those, because my mother didn't work. My father used to work. So my mother used to be filling these piggy banks. So you know, she had a mission. And because I grew up sticking gold bond stamps. I used to hate that show. Because when that bag of stamps come out, and the books, they get the gold bond books, you all know what that was. They used to, every time you shop, you used to get, it was like points. And they used to have this, they used to dial it out. And you'll get stamps, 10s, 5s, and 1s. And they were literally like stamps. And you would go home with that. For how much ever you spent, you would get a commensurate amount of stamps. And then at Christmas time in Hilo, they would, well, we used to shop Hilo, they used to offer at the gold bond stores certain things that you could redeem your stamps for, but you had to stick the stamps in the book. And the whole family sticking a year's worth of stamps. Anyway, they stole some of her, and that really broke her heart, boy. They stole some of her piggy banks. They were full. They stole some of her piggy banks. So she come up with a new plan after. My mother real good at hoarding and storing and keeping. I'm telling you, she real good at that. And next thing I know, welders came to the house and put bars on the windows. And I never, ever, I have never come to appreciate wrought iron on a window. We look at the sky through bars. My son grew up in a world, all he's known is wrought iron bars. All he's known. We're building a project right now, multiples of stories. So on the higher elevations, you don't need wrought iron. So when you open the window, you see straight out, and it's unnerving. Because we've spent so much time looking at the world through bars, that to look at the world without bars, to sit down on a porch or a gallery or a balcony and not be looking at the world through bars is strange. We live in a country where we've learned to tolerate government incompetence by looking at the world through burglar bars. We've learned to get better at securing and more securing as the sufferers, suffering more and more, have no choice but to come and break in your house to eat. Because if you had no choice and you had your family, you break in house too, but stick a pin. Yes, not you. You too cultured. You will just lie down and dead. I understand that. But real people, no matter who you are, man born to survive. Look in Venezuela. They're showing you people climbing up outside buildings, 5, 6, 7 stories. High climbing up. We're not breaking. To eat. To eat. They ever say a hungry man is a hungry man. It don't matter what you tell me. We're jailing people for corned beef and cricks. We shame and embarrass a Nubian princess for sitting down in a grocery. She thief a sandwich and some cauliflower and thing. I'm embarrassed the shit out of she. But security firms in this country get $100 million contract and they can't come for. EMBD giving away land to friends and family. $65 million to build the ring road in St. Madeleine. It lasts 4 years. That is the kind of theft they need to make jail for. Not friggin' corned beef and sandwich and cauliflower. But we upside down and inside out. We twist wrong. We don't know what to have pride for and what to have shame for. We mash this country up. God had a right to turn his back on Trinidad and Tobago. All of we who just stunt and pretend. We get a little in and now we have ears. I have people and neighbors. They put on the little, you know, and all of a sudden, the reflective tape on your jumpsuit mean you have a walk. I know where that comes from all of a sudden, but everybody, that's a status symbol of being one of Master Good Boys. But stick a pin there too. And I want to say to this country, we budget when we build in gates, walls, wrought iron, camera system, because your government full of shit. Not one of them, not Manning, not Pandey, not Cameron, not Rowley have done right by this country. Not one. And the value of the wrought iron just west of the lighthouse is $1 billion. Just west of the lighthouse, the value of wrought iron is $1 billion. The anti-crime industry in this country, the security guard industry in this country, billions of dollars. They can't stop that. Too many 1%ers and contract mafia members have their hand in crime. Not, well, I can't tell you they're not committing crime. What I'm saying is, they are the material beneficiaries of the criminality in the country. And if we had 1 ounce of sense, we would have fixed it at the root level, where people suffering to survive, where they need jobs. Stop voting jackasses into office. Kate Rowley tell the nation, wean yourself off government. You see he looking for a political slap? That's government job, you jackass. That's government's job. It is Trump's job. It is every world leader's job to take care of the needs of the people. Only in Trinidad does government mean dress up and play like you're somebody. Only in Trinidad. This is a country where you have to budget for a water tank and a water pump and wrought iron to secure your water pump. In Trinidad and Tobago, the air conditioned money spent on water pump because it's either bad or cool breeze. Pick one. And I am arguing with people so devoid of self-respect and self-awareness that they will fight me down. The rescuers reach, you're out at sea, you're gulping air, sharks circling. We come, we hear, we in bright orange, we say, rescue reach, and you're fighting. Nah, man, I want to drown. I want to drown in my yellow jersey. Let them shark eat me in my red jersey with pride. Jackasses, Kobo peon, all away. And you want to kumbaya that? How do you kumbaya that? How do you get people to understand that you've made yourself so stupid? You've assumed the position. You've adopted the posture. Advantage me. So when those on top advantaging you, enjoy it. Whine back. Whine to hell back. And to those of you, again, I say, with an abundance of love, because you know I'm a loving guy, don't sit silent on my wall and see the extent of the fight that I fight and we fight on a daily basis for others. And you sit in the comfort and the luxury of a life not yet as affected as those who are. And the minute it fall on you, Philip, well, check this, blow this up on your wall. Like I just here, waiting to blow shit up for you. All of a sudden, you realize, wait now, we don't have water. This is unacceptable. Philip, you realize we don't have water in this community. Blow this up for me. Philip, you know garbage truck are picking up with garbage. There's some shit going on with them and the regional corporation. Blow this up for me. Like I said, blow up specialists. The strength of the wolf is the pack. The strength of the wolf is the pack. For me to blow up what affecting you, other people have to get outraged too. And the unwritten social contract is this. When fire burning them, you get outraged for them too. Because I tired tell Trinidad and Tobago, if you don't march with me for Beetham and Laventille, don't expect me to march for Westmoreland. Don't. When the wolf reach your door, you continue this way, and you wake up to realize, all you know, all you bad talk that man, all you say so much shit about the man like the cuss, and the man does talk hard, but everything the friggin' man said, you all know. I predicted the Sea Bridge almost to the date, and everything, Petrotrin. When Espinay bust the truth, and I reshared a post 8 months before that said this is going to happen, all of a sudden, light it up. All of a sudden. And when you see, and I'm telling you this, I seen it clear as a bell, I seen it clear as day. I tell my mother, the reason I'm talking now is so that when it happened then, I could say to myself, I tried. When I hearing Miss So-and-so and Mr. So-and-so, people who thought that their skin color and their hair texture and their address meant something outside high-low, West Mall, in a line to go in high-low, massy stores. We're telling yourself, you know who I is? Line up to reach a big, burly, amalgamated security guard by the door. When you reach close, and he's telling you, 4 at a time, 4 at a time, show me your US. If you don't have US, you can't shop here. And it dawned on you, wait a minute, the shit has hit the fan. Because before, it was other people's problems. Now it's mine. When Peter George Sr. told Westmoreland and Glencoe, all you who dutifully paid the bank every month and General Finance and Island Finance for your car, driving wrong, rock back, nice rims, hard songs, you're liking yourself. You're paying them little yard foul to wash your car, all of 15 a man, inside and out there, the lamb roll on the tires, no problem. But the day you get the pink slip, the day you get the notification, the day you realize the TSTT is no more, or Petrotrin is no more, and you see, that didn't bother you. For a minute, it floated right past you until you realize that the company you're working for, 90% of its business is TSTT or Petrotrin. So as they close, you collapse. It's called the domino effect, and your boss call in and tell you, well, boy, I walk around in St. Madeleine and was being shown empty, beautiful houses. They was building that. They've just get a mortgage. They get a piece of back pay and they start the house and lost the work. I had to go to the bank and hand the bank the key. They're worse off now because they have everything in the world invested in that, including how they live in. And now they owe in the bank because the bank debt don't get right off, you know. The bank debt don't change. I was owing Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, CIBC. I was owing them for a van that get repossessed when I was young. I went through all kind of therapy when I was going through my life, you know. And that van get repossessed. And I had to still be paying for that van. And CIBC closed down. Republic Bank buy CIBC and finish collect that money from me. Republic Bank buy my debt too. I had to pay them off. And then I had to pay the lawyers extra money to remove a judgment from my name. I experienced all of that. Papa God in his wisdom allowed me to go through all of that. When I speak about people's condition, a man called me once on the phone. He said, brother, you just talk like you live it. I said, partner, I live it. I sleep for weeks in a white Toyota Corolla. You know what I'm telling you? Sleep for weeks in a white Toyota Corolla. I know high times, low times. High times. I know the speed with which the wolf could reach you. I'm driving out of Republic Bank Sports Club. Me and my son, 10 years old, 12 years old. I went to show him how you play snooker and pool. We chatting and we laughing. And I even see when that truck break down Major Road and hit my Prado, the left back door, 6 inches behind where my son was sitting, and sent us flying. Look at that. See that? Inside that scar is 3 scars from the multiple of surgeries that it took to save this arm. But I didn't know that driving down that little tired Barataria road that night, happy, life bubbling, I'm driving a Prado. Nobody ever gave me nothing in my life, you know. I eat my suffering and I build myself back from that 3 times. And I tell you something, when that truck hit that Prado and it finally stopped, my world was broken. And everything that was an important appointment spilled out into that road that night. And had I not had friends and family to stand with me, God alone knows where I would be today. I have seen loss at a level where, because if you don't know how quickly the dominoes escalate for you to lose. I made and spent my first $1 million at the age of 23. I'm telling you again, nobody ever give me nothing in this world. Nobody ever give me a cent. Every time I line in with the whitest of white boys, I come out of St. Mary's College and I end up with the white boys because the blacks wouldn't take me. I was too Indian looking to be black and I was too black looking to be Indian, so they didn't want me. I end up trailing behind the little white boys and them. That's what I learned to, anyway, I'll tell you another time when it's more politically correct to say. But I wanted what they had. I wanted the life they had. I worked hard. I work hard. Day and night. There was a time I had 3 jobs. 3 jobs. There had a time in my young life I had 3 jobs. I fit in and partied with the rest of all, you know. With the best of all, you know. But I had 3 jobs. And working hard. Because I wanted a better life. And I have seen all of that come to naught. Bad decisions, the vicissitudes of life, a mistake, a tragedy, and boom! If you don't have support systems to grab you and pull you out of that riptide, I'm telling you, things that start to look like something. I knew the cleanest toilets in the West to use if you need to use a toilet. I knew that. I'm telling you, been through that. Been through nothing. No prospects. I have friends that stood with me then for small change. Stood with me then and helped me that I will never forget. I will never, ever turn my back on, no matter what. And I have been through those experiences, and I'm just using me as an example, but you have your examples, and I want you to understand it. But for a minute, but for the wrong turn, wrong place, wrong time, just something twist. When the attempted coup happened in 1990, July the 27th, the marketing manager of Long Life Mufflers, where I was working, accepted my proposal because I was the assistant sales manager responsible for all the sales. Mufflers was a big business then. And we used to work Eastern Main Road, Laventille. And accepted my proposal to subcontract all the sales for a percentage, a commission. I was literally launching a business. On Friday, July 27, 1990, that lunchtime, the marketing manager, Kelvin Johnson, approved it. I leave work that Friday, bubbling, you know, happy. Things about to go to our next level. And Abu freaking Bakr do his shit. And they loot and destroy the company. All your plans. That's not the first time though. Eh? That's not the first time I have experienced all my plans evaporate. And you put so much effort and you build up to it and you feel like this is it. And I'm saying this because there are people listening to this video that assuming like that woman who get killed in Tunapuna this morning by a random 20-ton truck. The amount of things that had to happen for her to get killed this morning. She had to be in the right place at the right time for a truck that shouldn't be on the road, driving on ball tires. I don't know if he broke the light, I don't know if she broke the light, but whoever was responsible, destiny meet an unstoppable force and the jaws of life. There are people who are watching this video now who are assuming that the sun will rise on them tomorrow, or that it will set, or that sometime tonight you ain't gonna get some kind of chest pain or some kind of problem and call an ambulance and ambulance never come. Or if ambulance come and you reach in a hospital, the gate lock. You're assuming, you're taking it for granted that life as you know it is somehow an entitlement. And it will continue that way. But there are diagnoses, there are accidents, there are mistakes, there are things that happen unplanned for. Carlos Sabga was at the top, the pinnacle of his career. When he get that diagnosis, John Sabga, whose wife Natalie, you see that purple all over the place about pancreatic cancer? That's Natalie Sabga. Peter George Jr. daughter. All over the place now. She is an activist. All because the wolf reached her door. No matter who you are, hear my words. No matter who you think you are, who you praying to, who you lying down with, who you know, who you could text, WhatsApp, or call, no matter who you are, life has the final say. Life has the final say. Joyce Meyer made a statement once. Somebody, greatest of plans. He's pompous and almost narcissistic with it. And she said, you fool, tonight your soul leaves your body. All the pieces go back in the box. And everything that you thought. Because if I had dropped my key on October 10th, 2008, when I was going to open my Prado, if I had dropped my key and bent down to pick it up to go in the car, I would have seen that truck break the major road in front of me, and I'd say, way boy, another minute and we dead, we. If I had missed it. And there's another thing I tell people, you see, rushing and cussing because you missed something, you know what you miss. You think you know. Like the man, you could Google him, who buy the shoes and gone to work. He buy the shoes. He find the shoes was kind of close fitting. And the man tell him, no, your foot will widen. It's that kind of leather. Next morning, he walk into work and he developed blisters on both of his heels. Cussing this man in his mind. You have to go by a drugstore because if you get blisters on your heels, you know. And you go by a drugstore and you have to buy plasters, and he putting on his plasters when the first plane hit the World Trade Center at his office level. 2 plaster, 2 blister, a shoe you should not buy. Save your life. Save your life. And this is not to make you lose sight of the point of what I'm saying. And it's not for you to wake up tomorrow and forget your responsibilities and go outside. But there was a time somebody was telling me, the people of St. Lucia, somebody come to diss them, that they make all that money, 1.2 million tourist visitors, and you come to diss them and talk about how they get that bullshit. Because our next man tell me, he said the people in St. Lucia do still sweep the road in front of the house. As a Caribbean thing, my father used to do that when we were small. You sweep your yard. And this man, my father, and you see my father and this Sunday thing, man could have ruined a proper Sunday because when that broom, 2 broom, the yard broom and the cocaine broom come out, and the garbage bag, and the shovel. We used to call it a shovel. It was a bent piece of metal. You had to bend over and hold it with the cocaine broom to pick up. And you see, we had all the plants in the world in our yard. So you know it's 100 trillion leaves. And Sunday afternoon, he called it, hey, we gotta clean the yard. It's the last thing you want to hear, boy. And everybody out inside the yard, cleaning the yard, cleaning the yard, cleaning the yard, yard clean. Man reach all on the pavement, cleaning all inside the road, and saying, hey, when we gonna stop? You can't say that to your father, you'll get licks. But he used to clean everything. Our pavement in front of our house was our responsibility as far as he was concerned. My father used to keep it spotless. We've lost all of that. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, we just want to get drunk and wine on a boomsy. All of a sudden, we are rotting rabbits. Get them high, get them drunk, get them too Spanish to press. You hear the song, grab a girl and jam she. Grab a girl and jam she. That is what they're playing for them. And next one, I want a small boy. What shit I hearing? And this is soca. I watch Machel Montano telling you, to those who want to defend this filth, when it come home by you, because they just tell you, this is affect society negatively. Our culture now has gone from obscene to outrageous. We are at the point now where for money, people will do anything. That video that's circulating with them naked women in that party, that's deliberate. Them women get paid. They have no woman so stupid going in nobody party and take off all their clothes. So. But they're taking off their clothes and people say, oh, party, boy, party. Like Tony said this morning, make a joke on the radio, we're going in the wrong party. But we've become a people who've lost sight of the important things. We're not watering the plants and they're dying and we're cussing because the fruit not bearing. But we're whining and we're drinking. Every night you find we in the drinking district, down on the avenue, by the junction, in the bar, we're spending all the money and we can't understand why we ain't getting nowhere. And Sunday we're in the church, pastor beating the Bible and your hand in the air, you know. I watched them this Sunday go on, the child get baptized. Your hand in the air. Father, I don't know, boy, we're walking and I can't see my way. You know why you can't see your way, jackass? You're spending your money on shit. I want to nearly stand up in the church and say, Father, I go take it from here. I nearly said that. I go take it from here, Father. You're missing the point. You can't plant onion and pick orange. You can't be spending your money on shit and trying to ask God for a blessing and a favor on your fridge. Father, bless me. Give me a bounty in our pantry. turn our harvest, all this bullshit they're talking. But Saturday night before, you have a thing press up against a wall outside on the road. Grab a girl and jam she. Are we bipolar? Are we bipolar? I am not saying don't have fun. But there must be a line, a level, a place that we say our decency and our humanity does not cross into that. Machel Montano has become the opposite of decent and ambassador culture. Only get a man doctorate. Machel don't deserve a doctorate. Machel deserves 2 hard slap and sent to sit in the back of the class. Hard slap. For that shit he's singing and that crap they're doing on the stage. And I am not a prude. I love all the pretty girls in the world, all. But we're losing the plot. And when pleasure remains, it doesn't remain a pleasure. And if sex is something that you could get on the dance floor in a party, where are we going? Just tell me, where are we going as a nation? Tell me where we're going. So I understand, you know. Because there are other countries outside there, and I say it plain. And I say it again. If the nation have so much information, I mean, a man tell me this morning, he said, brother, you are the only politician that does read the Constitution to the people of the country. You are the only one. I don't even know if the others know what the Constitution looked like, what it sounded like, what the first word was. I don't know. And if at the end of all of this hard work, because it's 4 videos today, it's a video to show you that the cable that we pressure them for 2 weeks, they come and they clean up. And then it's 3 hours in a Mars station this morning. And then leaving to go a bus pipe in the ground, stop and make that video too. To come and make this video now. And it is never bullshit. It's not bought and paid for by the PNM like Daryl Duku or Marcia Brave Boy and the rest of them who getting money from the UNC. This is love of country. This is commitment to people. This is cut a road for a better Trinidad and Tobago. This is who we're supposed to be. And that every now and then, when you set your goals and your targets, Pastor, I know some of your crowd because they walk up to me in the church, in the car park, hey, you here? They have nowhere I could go in the country now and people don't see and recognize me. So I know they have people on my live video right now see me in that church Sunday morning. And I want to tell you all something. The pastor missed the point. Because the point is this. You are supposed to live your life setting goals for achievement unless you have everything you need. If you don't, and the Chinese have a saying, if you want to get here from here to there, take 1 step at a time. Just make sure you're facing there. You can't go Toco facing San Fernando, no matter how much steps you make, because you will miss it by a mile. We need to get ourselves back to a people who have goals and plans. We don't even know what responsibility is anymore. We just like to get away. I get away with this and I get away with that. I find it, I get through. It's us. One cheap hustle, all of us. A country this wealthy, we who should be leaders of the world, the Trinidad and Tobago that should be giving the entire world an example. This who we are? This you're proud of? Because I'm not. I certainly not. And we're working this hard to fix it. And I tell you plain, I tell the sycophants who fighting to drown, I say, listener, you have an inalienable right to choose the type of life you live. And I have no problem with that. I am promising you 2 things. Long after Philip Edward Alexander is either Prime Minister or fades from your memory, you will remember 2 things. That we told you everything you needed to know, and we gave you an option. And if you chose to continue on as a shithole, carry on. I did my part. I say it all the time. the majority of the causes I fight do fall in my garden. They're not mine to fight anymore. I am at a place in my life, if I put the time and the effort I put into people politics, in my own business, just more money to make again. More money again on top of that. But I don't need more. What I need is a better Trinidad and Tobago. My son want to grab me by the scruff of my neck and take me to live in England. We have everything we need and go and live nice, or go and live in Barcelona. Daddy, I love Barcelona. We'll go Spain. We'll tour the world. He ready? I'm telling him. I say, son, it's different at your age and mine. At my age, I like to know where everything and everybody is. I like to be organized. You know, if you know me, I was going to one gym, I was going to one grocery, I was eating one restaurant. If you serve me, if I come in your business place and you treat me nice, I dare regular. I have one doctor, one dentist, one drugstore. That's me. And to go and build all of that again, to establish all of those relationships again. My doctor knows me by a stack of cards that she could go back 10, 15 years, 20 years and say, okay, well, this is what did you say in your hand? We had checked this for this in this year. None of this that I'm fighting for falls in my garden. When I walked on that street, that amalgamated security guard had to move. It wasn't me he was putting in the road here, mad so. But it's people children and people mother and people father that he was making walk in the road because they was putting up lines on the other side and them decide to block the whole pavement on the other side of security. Shotgun by Long Circular Mall to protect linesmen installing lines. The videos about that cable on the ground in Polkaru Street, I don't walk there. I don't live there. That ain't my business. If I stop, the water bust me in and the big hole, enough for me, I don't live there. When Wassa had to turn off the water because all the water running down the drain, is not me. The whole of Polkaru Street should have come out today and lift me up on their shoulders. I'm telling you. Anytime somebody who gains nothing from fighting for you and just fights for you because it is the right and decent thing to do, show some respect, show some gratitude. We need to give attention to the things that build us all up, not the things that tear us all down. Or you're fighting hard to spend money that you don't have, to make rich people richer in their fat, to think people watching you and thinking higher of you. They don't. They don't remember that they see you. They don't care. 5 years will pass. You will be suffering and think back. Boy, it's $10,000 I spend that carnival in fat, boy. I so stupid. And it is too late, too late, too late. And all the benefits that you think that you would have accrued or you would have gotten, you don't. You didn't. You can't. It is stunting. It is for nothing. Nobody remember which carnival fets. I see somebody post on my wall, boy, I used to go Tribe Ice every year, but not this year. I say, well, at least you stop being a jackass. No. Because the price of fets, I tell women all the time, if you are a sexy woman, you spend 6 months and a year in the gym, toning and firming and everything nice, and you pay Dean Akin for your costume, he should slap you with it, just for being stupid. Because without women in this naked carnival, without women's bodies, carnival is 10 truck with alcohol, 5 with music, 1 with toilets. Women is the whole of carnival. All women should get in every fete free. If you not there, the fete boss. Because you know what, man just text one another and say, boy, don't come in this party, now it's a manhole. It's a mailbox. Party boss, fete boss, Carnival band bus if women not in it. That is why they just pay all these little pretty girls as they jump out, as they cross legal. So your mommy and your daddy can't stop you. Parade de pudenda down in the savannah to tell you, look at the kind of sexiness happening in the band. Half of the people too stupid to realize it's the same 9 models for every band, and they're not in all the bands. So the message lost. But you don't want to critically think. You just think, sun's out, dick's out. Let's go. It's carnival. But where's your plan for tomorrow? Where is your plan for yourself and your family 5 years, 10 years down the road? Because this is it. Let the devil take tomorrow is a healthy statement to make. It's feel strong. But tomorrow the devil comes. The devil comes in an unexpected TNTech bill. They tell you, we didn't read your meter for 6 years and we have an adjustment. And the adjustment is $4,000. How are you paying that? And you're cussing your carry on. You know who I is? You know who I is? I will call Gary. And tonight you and your children eating by candlelight. And you're begging your neighbor for a plug-in. You're thinking where you're getting that $4,000 that you spent to make Dean Akin a little richer. Because you don't want to critically think. And I know Massey used to get $2,000 minimum a month from me as a bachelor. Massey used to get $2,000, $3,000 minimum from me every month in that grocery. You know who getting it now? The little Chinese grocery, RTD Freitas on Mount Coco Road, Starlight Drugs. Massey not getting it. I have to be in a crisis and an emergency. And if you see me in Massey stores, it's because I going to buy a tub of chewing gum that's not available anywhere else. But other than that, they lost my business. They lost my business. My $3,000 a month, they would notice it. Not very much like a mosquito bite. But 10 like me is $30,000 a month. Wait now, something's going on. 100 like me is $300,000 a month. All of a sudden, what is going on in this store? And that is how we need to be. We need to send a message to everybody that the dollar I have in my pocket, that is king. And I don't care who you are on the other side of the counter, you know. You have to work for that dollar. You have to work to take it out of my wallet. I will spend it. But you have to deserve it. I ain't giving it to you for style. If I come in your store and I see a specials rack, I check in there first. Buy one, get one free. That is my first, middle, and second, third name. I'm looking for deals. And I don't need it. I buy my last band cash. Write a check. $330,000. I'm telling you plain. And I come from sleeping in a car. Sleeping in a car. Brushing the teeth in Hilton bathroom. I know up, I know down. And I know it like a roller coaster. And I know it well enough to know that make sure that what you have in the back stronger than what you're spending in the front. Because you don't know what could happen tomorrow. We need to get back to a place where the people understand the power of their labor. I told Peter George Jr. and Mike Mario Sabgaboon, and he went and apologized. I say, you son of a bitch. You tell the nation you're the most powerful man in the country. But if all them workers in rituals and pizza boys don't show up tomorrow, you don't have enough family to make coffee and pizza. Your power evaporate like 5-cent shivers on a hot pavement. If the customers don't come and buy your Americanized bullshit, overpriced crap, so you could drive in your Mercedes-Benz and go down in Hyatt and stunt for young girls, all your power dry up. Tell Trinidadians, your vote, your labor, your consumption, that dollar makes you king. It is time for us to wake back up as a people and get back to a country that we're proud to live in. Not this shithole, failed nation, cesspool. Come now, man.
things now turned upside down. Smiling faces becomes a frown. Guns the law, we now live in fear. People no longer seems to care. My heart is filled with pain, and agony. I see a man begging for mercy. They rob him and they shoot up his body. I can't take no more. I pray for we safety. Sweetie auntie, land of the milk and honey. Sweet family, the way that it used to be, Lord. Like long ago, what was mine was yours too. Peace and harmony, my red, white and black country. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, hey, hey. Bring it back, I say. Bring it up, 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 bring it up. All I see is darkness all over. Stray bullets have running for cover. Shedding tears has become so natural. Humans behaving more like animals. No respect for values anymore. Even the lawmakers breaking the law. Who can we trust? Tell me who to save. Is there undertakers? Dig new graves. Wailing and bawling is your new band launches. The sizes of boxes we measuring. Nearly all our soul you're here in the morning. Live for a movie in Trinbago now showing. Sweetie auntie, land of the milk and honey. Sweet family, the way that it used to be, Lord. Like long ago, what was mine was yours too. Peace and harmony, my red, white and black country. Oh, 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 oh. I'm pleading with you,
Send this song viral.
pleading with you, Lord.
Show them this is what we want more.
Back the nation.
Bring us back.
Oh, oh.
Rescue TNT.
Blood and crime take over. The rich are now feeling the pressure. People die like flies, yet we fight. What would it take for us to unite? Look how we children them going astray, and the poor hold on to faith each day. So all who hear my message and playing dumb, many go pay in time to come. So all the innocent lives they taking, the mind and the souls they corrupting. Everything has a price to pay on a great, great judgment day. Sweetie auntie, land of the milk and honey. Sweet family, the way that it used to be. Like long ago, what was mine was yours. Peace and harmony, my red, white and black country.
My red, white, and black country. Those two. Bring it back. Sing it, Kaiso, Kaiso, Kaiso. It in the link. I share it on the thread about 9 times. You can't miss it. We bring a man Saturday night. We had our launch of our South Regional Office. We parade 10 powerful speakers, representatives of the constituencies come to say, we here, we come to win it. And when I tell you, the level of the contribution of those people almost silenced me. Watching that and saying, yes, brother, that is PEP. That is who we come out to be. Not these stunting pretenders in the PNM and the UNC. And then, as a surprise, they bring on the stage a man who sing a song that we know well. And we bring him on the stage. And before he sing his song, he say, That is my prime minister. And point at me, the man give me goosebumps. He give me goosebumps, boy. And when he sing the song, I get to sing with him. And all the people who were standing there knew the chorus, and he didn't know how, and he didn't know why. But he went in the back and he put on a Pep jersey, and he said, this song is the Progressive Empowerment Party anthem. So UNC, who tried to thief it in the local by-election, they could... This is Pep song. We own it now. When the people you respect you, you're going somewhere. I get to sing this with this man, Saturday on stage.
Your vote will decide
Our destiny, your vote will decide what you want to be. Your vote can
protect
our country's fate.
and use it well before it's too late. If it is that who you're voting, fairly or not out,
When you're voting,
vote them out.
if they hear how the peppers yard,
If it is they prove it,
like Janets,
pull them out.
carry on the place, vote them out. It was a feeling like
If it is
election
the
night.
time is now that
Change must come about. Just as how you vote them in.
vote them out. Register and vote them out. If they can see, vote them out. State your finger and vote them out. Show them no mercy, vote them out. Vote them out with total scorn and utter disdain.
Let's put our country together again. Vote them out of power. Terminate their reign.
Let's put our country together again.
Standing on that stage with him singing, surrounded by the leadership and the entire crowd dancing to this song, it felt like an election night after the votes counted and the announcement was made. The people have spoken. The Progressive Empowerment Party is the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Tears, long tears wanted to come out my eyes. It is time, Trinidad and Tobago. It is way past time to fix this.
If for 30 years
You're voting them in, and it's only tears as soon as they win. They give you big words that enslaves your soul, promising your roads and giving bottles. When you listen to them sycophants and trolls talk, you think that there's only some other people don't have water. You think there's only some other people driving on rough road. You think there's only some other people paying ridiculous prices for food in the grocery. You think there's only some other people lying up in the back begging for US money. To listen to these trolls and the sycophants and the defenders of the jackass PNM and UNC, you would think that there's some other people at risk to violent crime and murder for the stupidest of things. A woman posts on Facebook how she got her face bust. Some random man on the Foreshore Freeway. You would believe that these talking heads are insulated. Like somehow when a gun in your face, you could say, look, my party card, and you'll get away.
If they are the reason why the economy goes sprout, when you're voting, vote them out. Vote them out. If it is the passing laws that them alone can flout, when you're voting, vote them out. Vote them out. If it is the building heights of east, west, north, and south, the same way you vote them in, vote them out. Register and vote them out. Totally
this announcement. I want you to hear this. I say this with such pride. This Saturday, we have a meet and greet at the Progressive Empowerment Party headquarters at 19 Stanmore Avenue at 12 noon. Simultaneously, we will be having a meet and greet at the Progressive Empowerment Party South Office, 137 Manehambe Road in St. Madeleine. 2 public meetings at the same time. Tell the PNM and the UNC, this is representation.
If it is fabrication, these statements that they spout, when you're voting, if it is that frustration, that's make you want to shout, when you're voting,
before they just use out, teeth out, sell out, and things out. If it's you who vote them in, register and vote them out.
all of them, stick your finger and them on the system, put them out in Scarborough and in Port Spain.
Michelle Davis, Jamal Mohammed, Missy Chin, Alice Mohammed, team, put up, meet us at the noon meeting this Saturday in Manehambe while you're sharing PEP headquarters. Put up all the information, let them know. 2 public meetings every Saturday, and as soon as we launch the North Hub, 3 public meetings every Saturday, and when we launch in Arima, 4 public meetings every Saturday, and when we launch in Central, 5 public meetings every Saturday, and when we launch in Tobago, 6 public meetings. So let them know that you can't hide, you can't say you didn't know, you can't say we didn't try. Let Sabga Network hide away from the people. It don't matter, we coming to you.
People must come first.
Citizens by right. None of we are worse. Yellow, black or white. Food, shelter and clothes. Free movement and speech.
Aganda grows.
I want law for each.
If it is that injustice, this is what they always show. When you're voting,
If it is that avarice is all they seem to know.
when you're voting,
If it is their politics, it's just a puppy show. When elections they come,
all bandits must go.
all 41,
Register and
them and the system,
if they don't see,
all their baggage,
your finger and
their friends and their
show
family,
them no mercy.
their finances,
Put them out
the contract mafia, the 1% handlers.
Let's put our
Let's put our country together again.
put them out of power.
Terminate the reign.
Let's put our country together again.
We in the Progressive Empowerment Party have made a decision. We committed to the long haul and we will put everything on the court. Michael Jordan say, to win the game, leave everything on the courts. Leave it there. Don't come out and say, I had a little left. The Progressive Empowerment Party putting everything out. We taking all the hits. We taking all the jam. Sabga News Network and Massa Media, we taking all of that. You all got invited 14 times to cover the launch of the South Office and our 2nd anniversary, and you didn't come. No problem. We will go to the people directly. Martin Luther King didn't need Twitter and WhatsApp and Facebook to put 1 million men on the mall in Washington. The Progressive Empowerment Party will tear a new reality into the political history of Trinidad and Tobago, and we will do it one person at a time. And we will not do it because of you. We will do it in spite of you. We didn't come this far to only come this far. The commitment is real. We are dedicated to this cause of action. The Progressive Empowerment Party, here to rescue Trinidad and Tobago. Mark that. Until tomorrow, stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.